Hi there. Welcome to this episode. Today I will introduce you to my work on the plugin for selecting, dragging, and doing actions on multiple blocks. The project is sponsored by Google Summer Code, aka GSOC 2022, under MIT App Inventor. So, to make a brief self-introduction about me, this is Songlin Jiang speaking from China. I recently got my bachelor's degree in computer science at Lanzhou University. I'm also an incoming student in security and cloud computing, Erasmus Mundus joint master's program, and will start my first year at Aalto University in Finland this fall. All right, let's first talk about some backgrounds of this project. The project aims to enable the selection of multiple blocks at the same time and allow moving and doing actions on multiple blocks on Blockly. This behavior is the same as when you try to manage your files on your operating system. You can click on the files while pressing the Control key, drag a rectangle to select multiple files, then move them around, copying, and deleting. It sounds a little bit easy, but actually, I would say that it's not. Multiple selections can become a crazy complex feature when you start thinking about the details. There has been an issue requesting this feature for over 6 years. The drag a rectangle to select feature is realized with the help of the drag select. I submitted a PR to add the pointer event so that it can work for Blockly. And it will get merged soon. In addition, I disabled the drag service feature in Blockly, which stops us from moving multiple blocks simultaneously. Also, there is evidence suggesting that we can perform better without a drag service. So, how does the plugin work? Well, generally, the plugin acts like an adapter. It maintains its own multiple selection set, which keeps currently selected blocks and makes sure we always have one of the selected blocks as a selected one in Blockly core. When users do some actions, the plugin also passes all the actions to the other blocks in our set besides the selected one in Blockly core. Next, demo time. Let's check out what the plugin can do. This is a Blockly playground with a Workspace Multiselect plugin enabled. I have currently selected the block. Additional blocks can be selected by holding the Shift key while clicking the new block. You can also deselect the block by clicking the already selected block. Clicking on the button above the trash can is equivalent to holding the Shift key or releasing the Shift key, or switching between the multiple selection mode and the normal mode. We can clear the selection by clicking on the workspace background. Clicking a new block without holding Shift key can clear the multiple selection and change the selection to only that block. Holding Shift key to drag a rectangle area to select can reverse their selection state and change the selection for the blocks touched by the rectangle. In multiple selection mode, workspace dragging and the block dragging will all be disabled. You can only drag to draw a rectangle for selection. When some of the selected blocks are in one block stack, for example, some top blocks and some of their children blocks are in the selection simultaneously. If applicable, the plugin only disconnects the selected topmost block in that stack with its parent block. Move along with all the children's block of that topmost block as a whole. You can also drag all the blocks to the trash can. When you edit the fields when selecting multiple blocks, it will automatically apply that to all the blocks with the same type. There's also an MIT App Inventor only feature that has been migrated into this plugin that you can double click to collapse or expand currently selected blocks. For the context menu, the duplicate will duplicate the selected topmost block, the block stack, and all the children blocks of that topmost block. For all the other items, the actions to show are determined by the state of the block which the user right-clicks on. And the same action will be applied to all the blocks, no matter their individual states. We will append the currently applicable number of user-selected state-changing blocks. And the number will only be shown when it is greater than 1. The Add Comment or Remove Comment button will add or remove comment button from choose all the selected blocks. The inline inputs or external inputs option will convert the input format with all the selected blocks. The collapse block or expand block option will only apply to the selected topmost block in the block stack. The disable block or enable block option will only apply to the selected topmost block in the block stack. Or the children block, that topmost block, will also get disabled. The number in delete blocks is a count of the selected topmost block in the block stack, as well as all the children block of that topmost block. Clicking on that option will delete the blocks mentioned. The help option displays just a helping information of the block the user right-clicks on. We add Select All Blocks in the Workspace context menu. For the shortcut keys, these options will only apply to the selected topmost block in the block stack. When you press Ctrl A, you can select all the blocks in the currently workspace. Ctrl C to copy the selected block. Ctrl X to cut the selected blocks to the clipboard, and Ctrl V to paste all the blocks currently in the clipboard and get all the newly pasted blocks selected. Bumping neighbors after dragging to avoid overlapping is disabled in this plugin by default, since I find it disturbing sometimes for multiple selection. Clicking on a block will bring that block to the front in case bumping neighbors is disabled. If you want to integrate the plugin into your project, you can add the dependency into your package.json. In the source code, pass the workspace to the plugin and initialize the plugin, and then it's done. You can check more about the configuration from the comments here or through the project README. Great. That's all for this episode. Before it ends, I would like to say thank you to my mentor, Ivan Patton and Lili, as well as the MIT App Inventor team for guiding me throughout the project. They are really supportive. Also, special thanks to Becca Westberg. She devoted a lot of time to giving suggestions and helping review the code. We can't have this plugin without her. Finally, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please comment and I will reply. Cheers.